Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. I know you missed me, the real Rant reviewer. No, you didn't. Fuck it. Let's spend some time together. Spoilers ahead. Look at it. We're ranting on The Irishman. The Irishman. 2019's The Irishman. We're ranting on it. Massive fucking rant. Okay? I'm just going back and forth. We'll see how this goes, but it's going to be a massive fucking rant as it is. I want to say right off the bat, guys, I think, as you know, I freestyle my thoughts and I go through the plot, so fuck it. I think that Scorsese here, I see the budget here in this movie was like, look at this budget, 159 million to 259 million. It only made 8 million to box office. Guys, listen, I think that was definitely mostly to pay these old guys, and by the old guys I mean the old crew. Of course, we got De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci. They need a payday, a big payday. There's your money. There's your payday. You got De Niro playing this guy, Ed Sheeran, whatever, some dude that was close to Hoffa. I never even heard of this guy till now. Apparently he wrote some books or whatever. Anyways, who gives a fuck? They're glamorizing this fucker, and you know what I mean now for killing Hoffa. You know, an innocent man killing this man. You know. Anyways, um, they got De Niro doing it, and yeah, that's the best part. He looks realistic in is that role right there, that old ass fart. You know, he is an old ass fart in this movie. Look at this shit, and I've heard a couple other reviews, guys, and they did comment on that part. But here's the thing: when I watched this movie for the first time, I watched it about, I'd say, twice, maybe three times. I don't know how the fuck I did, just because it's got Pacino. Pacino does really well in some scenes. There's a scene in this movie I really do like when the dude shows up late. The mobster shows up late for Hoffa. Mr. Pacino tells him, 15 minutes is late. You know, anything over 15 minutes is late. It's a good dialogue. It's a good shit. I like it. I like the wisdom there. That's Scorsese brings across or whatever. But and the actors, Pacino does great in his role as Hoffa. Honestly, I didn't like him at first, but he grows on you as Hoffa. Of course, Jack Nicholson's my favorite, but Pacino's right there. Very cool scenes that I didn't know about Hoffa and stuff like that when it comes to Hoffa. Now, when it comes to this guy Sheena, I don't believe any of this shit. I don't believe who he says he killed, who he says he didn't, who he says whatever. You can't really buy this piece of shit's fucking word. And you got De Niro playing, and Pesci's just a nobody in this film, guys. He's just a stand-in. He's fucking nobody. So it's just a paycheck to give to his friend, you know. Scorsese just to give it to Pesci because Pesci, he only does good at the last scene there when he's in jail and he's all old ass because he's an old ass and shit. So, and it's still corny, it's still shitty. Pesci's role is shitty, corny. He doesn't curse, he doesn't have any kind of anger. So it's terrible Pesci in this shit. I mean, you're expecting a Joe Pesci, man. But no, he's too old, so he can't do that no more. But he can't do, nobody in this movie could do anything anymore except Pacino. But I don't know what the fuck is happening. De Niro comes out in this one scene, guys, and he's trying to stomp on this guy, old school style, gangster, Goodfellas style. But he ain't got Ray Liotta and Pesci this time, guys, and he needs help. His arm is all stretched up. You could tell he is very, very old, or something is wrong with him. Definitely, he's old. And I phoned to the person I was watching this movie with, and I just nudged him on the shoulder. I said, can you believe this? Like, they're having him fucking do this. They should have got a stand-in or something. It ruined the movie's credibility after that for me, guys. And look at this shit with his eyes and his trying to make him young, like a young buck. He's old as fuck, and so the makeup is shit. Like this part here, where his jacket doesn't even fit him, and he's fucking De Niro, old ass. Like, you got to do a better job of either storytelling or makeup, And look at those kills. Look how he ran up to that guy all hunched. Look at that kill. Like, it was just so old. No, he would not be doing that. Like, he would not get that kill off. That guy would have killed him because he's so slow and shit. He's his hands in his pocket. He's coming up to you. It's just lame, bro. A lot of these, the way De Niro moves, De Niro ruins the movie, man. Like, you would think he makes the movie, guys, but he doesn't make it. He just ruins it by his performance. It's just he's too old for that lead role. But and Pesci as well doesn't even ruin the movie. He's just shit. He doesn't exist. But then Pacino makes the movie. He holds me, and the ending holds me with Pacino, seeing what happens, And that's it. I just didn't buy Mr. De Niro, and I didn't give a fuck about him. So this movie disappointed me on those levels. It has some good, definitely some good production, some good. I wouldn't say cinematography necessarily, but I would say some good production designs and sets. But the costumes and the makeup is just shit, and having De Niro is shit. Pesci's shit. The story's shit because you got this dirtbag that's telling you that this shit is real and that he killed an innocent man in Hoffa. But he didn't because he would know where the body was and he would have said something. It's just a bunch of shit, bros, and we know it. It's fucktard shit. Don't buy it. You know, but everybody did. It's too late. So it's too late. I wish I would have warned you. But yeah, look at how long this piece of shit is, guys. It's about like 3 hours and 30 minutes, I believe. This is fucking terrible to sit through. It's just terrible to sit through. Nothing happens. You're waiting for shit to happen. It never happens. Very dragged out. The pacing is shit. And that's it. Scorsese just lets us down with this movie. What was it nominated for? Really don't fucking care. Shouldn't have won anything. Shouldn't have been nominated for anything. But let's get to this stupid ass plot. And we're talking real people, guys. Like I always say in my rant reviews, good or bad rant reviews, that you're talking about real people. You know the real events because you can look up the documentaries, the newspapers, clipping, internet, all that shit. You can look at this research, see the real better movies too, that weren't better than this piece of shit on Hoffa. But it's most about the Irishman here, of course, Mr. Ed Sheeran, whatever the fuck. Nobody even knows. Is that the singer? It's like Ed Sheeran. Is that the singer we're talking about? Like, come on, you fucks. Anyways, they just fail with this movie to me. It's not a memorable gangster movie at all. You just want to forget about it. Never want to watch it again. You don't want to own it. You don't want to buy it. I recommend not buying it. And that's it. It's a fucking fugazi. It's a fucking fugazi. Get to the plot about real people, about real events. Anyways, you follow, Ed Frank Sheeran here. I don't even know his fucking name. I was fucking it up the whole time. Yeah, you find Mr. Frank in the 50s, and it's this De Niro playing him. And De Niro's going around in a milk truck doing bad things, stealing shit for his family because they need bread on the table. But he's got a job, but he steals things. Anyways, don't get it. So fuck him because he's already got a nice house and shit. Like I don't get it. He's got a job. So anyways, he's a badass. He goes around stealing shit, hard ass, tough guy. He meets Mr. Pesci here, a local mobster who owns the gas stations around town. They chum up to each other pretty quickly. I don't know why. I don't know what he sees in this fucking idiot. And he's so goddamn old he can't see anything. So anyways, yeah, they move on and they become friends. He introduces him to more mafiosos that you don't really buy. Mafiosos, everybody in this movie is Scorsese's friends from past movies. They're all fake shit, fugazis, fuck them, and you just don't care. Their performances are shit. Even these FBI agents are shit. The guy sitting behind them is shit. Everybody's shit. And then you just follow him and he kills all these gangsters and mobsters supposedly, and he shoots them in stupid ass ways and beats people up in the oldest of ways. Ray Romano's good in this fucking movie. Props to him. And that's it. You just follow him and Mr. Pesci here, and you're following Mr. Frank Sheeran's story because he's close to Mr. Hoffa, Jimmy Hoffa, and he was supposedly a best friend of Hoffa, a right hand man to Hoffa, and he says he killed Hoffa, which you will see at the end of this movie. But before you get there, you see these two little chums here, Pesci and De Niro, at their old age, travel somewhere and tell the story about Hoffa, about his life, and Mr. Sheen's life, and everybody's life. Oh, fuck off. Like this shit when they go to kids. Anyways, and that's it. And at the end, he fucking dies. He doesn't even get killed by nobody like he deserves. This fucking guy here just dies in a fucking elderly home at the age of 100,000. So it's a fucking piece of shit. He should have got his ass fucking strangled to death like he did to everyone else, or shot like he did to everyone else. He doesn't get it done to him. He just walks, makes this movie about his life like we all believe it, and he's a hero, legend. No, he's not. He killed a lot of innocent people, but he killed a lot of gangsters. He killed fucking Hoffa was innocent. He wasn't a gangster, guys. He didn't kill people. Anyways, that's just my take on it, my opinion. Please leave your comments down below about this movie and about Jimmy Hoffa or anything you want to say. I will respect it. I will love it. I love you guys. That's why I tell you the truth. The real Rant Reviewer is here to stay. Fuck this movie. Get away.